Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today, inshallah, we're going to talk about what makes an idea great. So, a lot of people struggle with the concept of, I don't know if my idea is any good. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know this. I don't know that. So, inshallah, today we're going to give a framework on how you can evaluate whether your business idea is any good. We like to classify the ideas into great ideas, okay ideas, and bad ideas. Now, what makes a great idea? That's really what we're going to talk about today. So, there are three components to it. Number one is that it solves a real problem. It's not just making money for you, but it's really solving a real problem for a particular customer audience. Now, if that problem has never been solved, that increases the value tenfold, hundredfold, and so forth, because you're literally solving that problem for the first time. But even if that problem has been solved before, it's still a good idea to continue solving it a bit better. So, as long as the business idea solves a problem, it falls into the area of the good idea. So let's give an example. Let's talk about water, okay? In many areas of the world, clean water it's difficult to find, okay? Even if you open a well, the water may not be clean and you cannot drink it. Guess what? The people who came up with filters, cleaning water filters, that was a pretty big invention. It may not be like huge today, and it may be like something that we take for granted, but being able to clean that water, it gave access to everybody to be able to drink the water that they took from wells and from other areas. So what that actually means is that it's solving a real problem. That's a great example of a real problem being solved. Now, what is the second criteria that makes a business idea great? Now, this is where most people miss it. Just because you solve a problem for a particular audience that you think needs your product, it really doesn't mean that you can access them. It doesn't mean that you have access to sell it to them. Now, what this second condition is that you have access to the buyers through some channel, through some way to let them know you're either part of their community or or you have a way to reach out to them. A lot of people start businesses, they come up with this great product and they have no idea how they're going to sell it. That makes it a pretty poor idea. It may be a good idea for somebody else, but definitely not for you. So let's talk about this. Let's say that you are a sports guy, okay? And you don't get to talk to surgeons. You may get to talk to physical therapists, but you don't get to talk to surgeons, okay? That maybe are curing some disease that has nothing to do with sports. Suddenly you're like, all right, I'll come up with an app to help healthcare providers. That's pretty far off. If you don't know, like if you don't have a network of doctors that you'd be able to ask questions, if you don't have a network of doctors that you'd be able to uh, talk to and sell your product, is going to be extremely difficult for you to be able to sell your product. However, if let's say you are a sports person and you say, hey, look, I have access to a lot of these sports people and I want to come up with a better shoe, that's an easy way to get into business because you have access to that audience already. You don't really have to reinvent the wheel. You just start talking to those people. They are within your proximity, so you have access to the buyers. So this is the second criteria what makes an idea great. Now, as you can see at this point, an idea is tied to you. An idea may be great for somebody else, but it's not for you. So maybe for or it may be for you and not for somebody else. So ideas cannot be like, oh, this is a great idea. No, an idea can be great for you, but it can be not so great for somebody else. The third element which makes an idea great is the transformation effect. Basically, how does it transform the life of somebody? We spoke earlier, there were people who don't have clean water. You bring them a filter, it transforms their life. They are able to now drink clean water. Or, for example, you attend our MuslimBiz Accelerator. It transforms you because after 6 months, you're going to have a business that changes your life. Or, for example, you take some training somewhere. It's a 6 months, 12 months, 24 months. It doesn't matter, right? But let's say you're working one type of job and you get this training and you start a brand new job. It pays twice or more. that changes your life. It transforms your life, right? So the business idea, the product, the services that you're providing must have a transformation effect. So if your business idea has these three elements, it is worth pursuing. Now, we're not saying that these three elements guarantee your success in business. However, it is worth it for you to actually pursue your idea. So, what are these three? Number one, criteria number one is it solves a real problem, not a fake problem. Number two, you have access somehow to the buyers. You can connect the dots in your mind on how you'd reach out to hundreds or thousands of buyers. And number three, it can have a transformation effect in the society, whether it's to your buyers or others. But basically, if people use your product or service, it must have a transformation effect. If you are somebody who is looking to start a business or grow one, visit muslimbiz.com. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.